legends. It is Jai, that Aussie Metal Guy here with Crannk.com. So today, tonight, wherever you are in the world, it's great pleasures that I'm getting to catch up with one of the absolute legends of extreme metal, Sven de Caluwé, frontman for the mighty Aborted. Since the mid-90s, Aborted have been carving the name into the flesh of death metal with a surgical precision and cinematic brutality. Albums like Gormageddon, Retro Gore, and most recently Vault of Horrors have cemented them as a pioneers of technical horror-driven extremity, blending gore grind roots with razor-sharp musicianship and dark, twisted storytelling. Now the band is gearing up to bring the carnage back to Australia this January as part of the Archspire, love the name, Return to Prison Island tour alongside Organectomy. You guys are set to annihilate stages in Melbourne, Brisbane, Canberra, Sydney, and playing both Froth and Fury Fest events, which are going to be absolutely massive in Perth and Adelaide. Sven, thank you so much for joining me, mate.
Hey, how's it going? That was quite a mouthful.
Quite a mouthful, mate. I do come prepared, mate. I do come prepared. You guys have
There
been
we
at the
go.
forefront of extreme metal for nearly 3 decades now. When you look back from the purity of perversion to Vault of Horrors, what do you think the secret has been keeping the longevity, creative fire, and the brutality alive for you, mate?
I'm a very stubborn cunt. I'd say that. I mean, obviously, we as a band we've been through a lot of things, a lot of highs, and quite a couple lows as well. But I think it's just the passion of doing this. You know, we play death metal. It's not a genre of music that you play to get rich or famous or any of that dumb shit. So it's really you do it because it's in your DNA, right? It's because it's what gives you some purpose in life. It's what lets you uh expulse some of that frustration that you have in daily life. It lets you manage all the bad fucking shit that happens in life through a aggressive, albeit positive outlet.
Yeah, 3 fucking decades, mate. It's just flown by, man, and it's absolutely an amazing career. The latest album, Vault of Horrors, was an absolute ripper, man. It really leaned into this horror cinema inspiration and featured a stacked fucking lineup of guests on that as well. Tell me a little bit about how that concept come together and what drove the idea of making this record, because it really did feel like that horror anthology at times listening to it.
Well, it's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time with the band. A very, I don't know if it's a bizarre comparison or not, but the way kind of Flesh God Apocalypse blended uh, orchestra and classical music with extreme death metal, I was like, I want to do kind of this, not the same thing, but since we've always been very much into horror with the band visually, but in the soundscape kind of department, we've never really done it. It's always been just the lyrics and the imagery and all that. And I was like, I kind of want to take it to the next step and blend those things together a bit more. And I think it just took until we actually had Francesco from Flesh God Apocalypse do sounds for Infinite Terror, and that worked really well. He wasn't available for the album because he was working on the Flesh God Apocalypse record, but we got recommended Spencer Cregan from Canada, who did an absolutely fantastic job on Vault of Horrors. And hopefully one day we can release the record without all the metal and just have the soundscapes, because there's so much you can't really hear in the mix because there's so much happening, you know, death metal wise as well, that he put into those songs that is it's really it's crazy.
Oh yeah,
So I think it was a blessing the work of those two people that they were able to, you know, make concrete that vision that we've been kind of toying with for quite a while.
yeah, and so many great artists. When that track dropped with Francesco, I was super stoked. I got to chat with him for that album. He was an amazing
Mhm.
artist. And all the artists you got together, you got Johnny, Shadow of Intent. That must have been a blast kind of getting all these guys together, yeah?
Yeah, it was definitely fun. It was kind of like trying to figure out where everybody will go. And then we had, you know, one person I think canceled towards the end and had to pivot and get someone else. But ultimately, everything went really well. I think everybody brings their own personality to the tracks, and it was just a lot of fun to do with a lot of friends. And we kind of mixed it up, you know, half old school, half newer people. So there's a little bit of both in there, just like the songs themselves. Half of them are more obscure movies, where half of them are a bit more known things. So there's some stuff to discover for both.
Yeah, and you did also appear on the Necrotted's latest single as well, Deus Ex, which is an absolute ripper, man. Tell me a little bit about how that collaboration come about.
So Necrotted, the guitarist Philip, is the manager and booking agent of my other band, Coffin Feeder.
Coffin Feeder.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so he just hit me up. He was like, "Do you want to do guest vocals on that song?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And that pretty much is how that happened.
Yeah, no, it's a killer track, man. Absolutely ripping as well. And I love that you did drop that Pain Will Be Exquisite. That dropped about 8 months as well. And that come from the
Mhm.
Vault sessions as well.
Yeah, yeah. So we wanted to keep the album concise and condensed, and not too long. So we also kind of strategically wanted to have something to drop a certain amount of time after the album was out to kind of like put the interest back up there because, people have the attention span of a fucking potato in a microwave. So uh, we kind of did that and it kind of worked. So we just wanted to have, something for later. And that's why we kind of selected that track as a standalone single.
Yeah, and you guys, it's about to head back down under to Australia as well as I did mention the Return to Prison Island tour. What are you most looking forward about getting down here again, mate?
Oh, it's been a while. So, first of
Yeah.
all, we've never done festivals in Australia, so that's something we're really looking forward to. We were very stoked on Froth Fury. It's something that's very hard to pronounce because I'm from Belgium and the TH is very hard in English. But there you go. If I suck, then so be it. We're looking forward to making all the Australians do some sports because clearly you guys are fucking out of shape. You shouldn't be a bunch of fat cunts. So, we're all gonna do some sports together on stage.
Fuck yeah.
And we're very stoked to hang out with our good friends in Archspire and Organectomy. Two fantastic bands and great people. We're all good friends, so it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, they Froth and Fury Fest are absolutely amazing. Northie and the rest of the crew that put that on are just absolutely amazing people as well. I was there snapping last year. It's just great to watch this festival grow and grow to where it is, and now it's hitting Perth as
Hmm.
well. And it's a fucking amazing lineup. You've got so many great bands on there. A Bath as well as heading over. Soulfly, Nail Bomb, you guys. I can't. The excitement here when like the lineup was dropped with you guys and with everybody else was fucking real. And there were some other ones dropping at the time, and then Froth and Fury came out, and it was like that's the way a festival lineup should be.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it should be awesome. There's gonna be a lot of friends, so very excited.
Yeah, for fans catching Aborted at Froth and Fury, what kind of set list? Because you are got to do, you are having a few other shows as well, but the festivals are always a little bit different as well. You got to have a little bit of a set list. It's kind of a bit of a different show as well. You tell me a little bit about planning that.
I think I mean, seeing that we don't have any time to really practice is gonna be the same thing. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm not sure if the headline it's not headline shows, the Arch Bar shows if we get a longer or shorter set than the festival, so that might be a difference.
yeah.
I don't know the exact details yet, but there's going to be a good chunk of Volta horror songs and then, the best hits, whatever, There are no best hits in death metal besides Hammer Smash Face, let's be clear, but we're gonna do our best.
Yeah, yeah. Well, death metal has gone through so many evolutions as
Mhm.
well, from the old school revival to the hyper technical wave we're seeing at the moment. Where do you see
Mhm.
Feel Aborted fits in with the current landscape? Because you guys have fucking always managed to retain light here with the death metal as well. We've been one of those go-to bands.
I think it's a little in the middle because we do have technical elements, but it's not just focused on that. I think we're kind of trying to balance out aggression, energy, aggression, and atmosphere together with technicality. So it's a bit of blend of everything, especially live since we play stuff from different periods of the band. So there's a little bit of everything happening, but I think the main driver for us is just, we like to have fun. We like to have a good time. We like to have a good time with the audience. We like to do really dumb shit with the audience. So get ready for a lot of that.
Yeah, there's nothing better than going to a death metal show like that, mate. I'm super fucking excited to catch you guys in Adelaide for Froth and Fury, man. And it'd be remiss of me coming into Halloween not to ask you, what's your favorite go-to Halloween movie, man?
Oof. That's a very, very, very tough question. I mean, I'll be honest, October is a horror movie every day, so I just have a whole month of that shit. Recently just did all the Conjuring universe movies, and yesterday I made the big mistake of rewatching I Know What You Did Last Summer. I hate it when it came out. It's still fucking a dumpster fire, so people watching this, do not watch that piece of shit. So next I'm gonna pick something that's nice. So I think the next one's gonna be all the Nightmare on Elm Streets,
Oh
which
yeah,
are some
damn.
of my favorites.
Oh, they are, dude. They scared the shit out of me as a kid. I remember they were like some of the earlier ones I was watching. Like I'm 45, so I'd like sit there and
Yeah,
watch it with my mate. We're only young as fuck, and then his big brother would scare the shit out of us, and I'd run home really fucking quick after watching it as well.
nice.
Absolute ripper, Sven. Thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat with me,
Thank
mate.
you.
To all the death metal maniacs watching, don't miss Aborted when they hit Australian shores this January on the Archspire Return to Prison Island tour with the Organectomy, tearing through Melbourne, Brisbane, Canberra, Sydney, and the epic Froth and Fury dates in Perth and Adelaide. Sven, last word, shout outs, thank yous or anything else are all up to you, my friend.
Thank you for the time, and to everybody that's interested in coming to the shows, don't be a shit cunt. Buy your goddamn tickets and see you at the show.